Happy Monday, everybody. I'm back, and kind of unexpectedly I decided to do another soap battle. It'll be a 4-day battle. I was invited to a event for Stirling soaps, and I said, well, if I'm gonna, I only got 4 days, it's supposed to be for a week, but go ahead and do this, knock this one out. So today I did the random draw, and Texas on Fire was drawn first. Tomorrow will be Port-au-Prince, followed by Curveball, and Frozen Tundra will be the last. To round out my shade today, haven't used this in a while, one of my gems, the new type, Malpais. I'll use that for my soap or aftershave. And Texas on Fire, as the name would describe, I figure my Queimada Nathan Clark 28 millimeter High Mountain White. Queimada means burnt, so I figured that's an appropriate brush to use. On to the description. I have the sample puck with the tin, the whole deal. The sample alone is only $2.50. You get 1.1 ounces. Otherwise, you can get a refill puck for, this is all their soaps, at 4.5 ounces or 5.8 ounces with a jar. I bought them with the sample, bought the tin, bought the label, all that. But the description: leather, smoky cedar, made with birch tar, cade, ladanum, vanilla, and a heaping helping of Texas cedar wood. This is the scent of forest fire in Texas. And it's a beef tallow soap. It's got essential oils in it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start loading up. Stirling is one of those that I like that they do samples. This one's been used a few times. You can see there's still a lot of soap in there. Most of the battles I'm not counting samples, but since these are such full-size sample, or good size, you're talking an ounce and a half, ounce roughly, I figure go ahead and incorporate them. Because honestly, of these, I think that it's important to keep them in there. Doing a little drier load. And this scent reminds me of almost like you've got that campfire, and I think I've said this before in another video, but when you wake up the next day, or when you get back from your camping trip, and you smell the hoodie you wore around the campfire, or you smell the blankets or whatever else you had around your campfire, to me that's this smell. So if you don't like that smell, you're not going to like this. Let me go ahead and wipe my face. I find it to be a very, very nice scent. Robust. Definitely get, like I said, to me, get that smoky, woody smell. Definitely intense smoke. And yeah, technically maybe it wouldn't be considered a summer scent but to me, when I was a kid, this would be a summer scent, because this was the time of year, including the fall, where I would go camping with Boy Scouts, where you always wanted to be, because I wasn't in Arizona summer, I was in Wisconsin summer, so you'd smell people with campfires and stuff like that. But that's, to me, it's a summer fall smell. It's pretty warm out there already today, and I don't find this to be anything not appealing to it. I would be willing to buy a full puck of this, but this sample will last quite a while. And I really do recommend samples as much as you can get them, especially from a company like Stirling, because the prices are, I think it's anywhere from $2 to $3, maybe a little more depending on the soap, because different ingredients and such. But you really can't go wrong. And with as many soaps as a lot of us have, it's a great way to get some variety, but at a cheaper price. I believe it's $11 for the full tub. It's like for this soap. $7.50 I think or so roughly for the 4.5 ounce replacement, and like $2.50 for the just the puck itself, the sample. Now I've heard a lot of people in the past talking about Stirling, and they get that they're tallow based. I've heard people say, oh, you know, there's a smell to it and all that. The 4 I have never picked up on that. To my understanding, that's an older issue. And I can't really confirm that, but that's what I've talking to people who have had it in the past and said, no, it's went away. Another razor that doesn't get much love from me. Not that I dislike it, but early on, kind of like my 1918, I had a hard time shaving with this. Not as much as the 18. But it is a fantastic shaver overall. Just when I was starting to kind of figure this razor out is when I started getting into single edges and straights and all the other stuff. I am thinking about getting back into straights again a little bit. I won't be really buying anything expensive. I'll probably just keep it to gold dollars just because I won't use them very often. I still have one that's got a little nick in it. I may try it out still, see if it'll still shave good. Otherwise, maybe I'll go ahead and get another one just to keep that technique alive. I just didn't find I got as good of a shaves as I did with especially my SEs. A very strong scent. If you like a strong scented soap, this scent is for you. If you want an outdoorsy kind of, you know, type scent, this is for you. It does smell exactly like burnt wood. Let's see, there's no doubt this stuff lathers really good. Tallow product, like I've said before. And the notes are exactly what I just said before. There's been no change to it at all throughout the shave. Itchy nose. Had a great workout today. It's a workout called Fight Gone Bad. It's 5 rounds. Each exercise is a minute long. So each round is 6 minutes. But the last minute is a rest period. And so you start off, this was developed for BJ Penn, the MMA fighter. He's actually, I believe, the one who gave it the name after doing the workout. He coined it saying that's like a fight gone bad, because what you do is 20-pound medicine ball. You do you do wall balls for a minute. And you keep adding up your total as you go, total number of reps. So you got the medicine ball. From there you go straight into 75 pounds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's more your lung capacity starts to really go. 75-pound sumo stance, but then you're doing a high pull. You're bringing the bar up. So narrow grip, bar up to the collarbone for a minute. And there's no break in between. The clock continues to run. Add a little more water. And then after the high pull, you go to box jumps. After the box jumps, you go to shoulder presses. And after shoulder presses, you go to the rower. And you do a minute row for calories. Then you finally get a minute break, which is not long enough. And then you can repeat that 4 times more. It is brutal. The weights are light, so you continue to move. I've only done it one other time. As a lover of MMA, it's kind of just cool to realize that even a high quality athlete finds it a tough workout. It's kind of interesting as you're going, as like a boxer, or you hear a lot of MMA fighters say it's those middle rounds that really get you, and then that last round you really dig deep. And during this exercise or workout, it's exactly what happens, because round 1 and 2, one's not bad, it stinks, don't get me wrong. 2 gets a little more difficult, but by the row of 3, you're hating life. You just want it to be over. And you have the option, at least at our gym, they have the option of ending at 3 rounds. Kept it to 5. But that row of 3 and all of round 4 is brutal. But round 5, you know you're done, so it's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause, clean up, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, I am back. Sorry I didn't talk too much about the soap itself, or the scent, but honestly, I really summed it up right off the bat. It's that campfire day after smell to me. That's exactly what I get. Obviously, there's no winner or loser today, and this is the first position, I guess you could call it. So tomorrow we will get with Port-au-Prince, and I'm going to finish off with Malpais. I figure it's got that leathery kind of western kind of smell to it, so I figure that'd be a nice one. It's not overly strong. Definitely get some stinging around my neck area down here from poor technique with that razor. I'm not familiar enough with it anymore. Oh, I used Belzano blades as well. Alright guys, that'll sum up my shave today. Like I said, we got 3 more shaves. Port-au-Prince is tomorrow, and then Curveball comes after that, and then finally a Frozen Tundra. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow will be the first official real battle. God bless everyone. Have a safe and happy Monday. And we'll see you in the morning.